All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kathy and Nancy and Deb. How are y'all? I hope you are having a great Monday. I need to turn on one more light real quick. There we go. Um, Seems a little dark in here today, but I think that is because it's so dark outside. It's like dark and gloomy around here. Um, we're getting ready to have some fun weather for sure. So happy Monday. I am glad to be back. I had a great week though last week with Revival, but I'm definitely glad to be back and crafting with you guys. You're gonna have to excuse my voice. I'm gonna probably have to drink a lot of water. The allergies have officially kicked in, and so I will be drinking water to keep that voice going. We're gonna start off. I have, well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of you, I'm gonna put it down onto the table because I have lots of things to show y'all, and I think it'll just be easier to do it that way. Hello, Verna. So, hi, and now you're going down. So give me 2 seconds. Let's see if I can make all this work. Yep. I hit the button too many times. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can make it so that it is in the right place. Okay. All right. So right now we have hello, Sharon. For the month of August, you have the ability to redeem whatever bonus coupons that you received in the month of July. So if you got a $5 coupon or more, make sure that you redeem those by the end of the month, because if you don't, they will expire and you will not have them to use. And I know some of you have like 4 or 5 of them. So you want to make sure that you get those used before the end of the month. Hello, Carol. How are you? Carol, I can't remember where you're from, but are you close to the coast? Because I know if you're in the coast, you're getting lots of rain right now. Um, we've had a good bit of it today. Here in outside of Columbia, but right now it's just dark. It's not raining right now, so yay for that. Okay, sorry, I had to take a sip. Okay, so first thing, make sure you redeem your points or your little $5 coupons. The next thing is, it is designer series paper sale starting tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a great day to get your designer series paper. It's what I call the pretty paper. It'll be 15% off, and it'll be starting tomorrow until the end of the month. So make sure that you get in on that as well, and you can get your paper for 15% off, but then you can add in you can use your bonus points to go toward that as well. Oh, you're in Prosperity and Chapin area. Okay, so you're actually pretty close to me. In Winsboro here. Yeah, so the weather's gonna be bad, I think, later in the week, but not too bad because we're not that close to the coast. Michelle, yes, Michelle is close to the coast, so tomorrow will be the big day for Michelle. So we all need to say some prayers for her tomorrow and Wednesday, and probably Thursday. So for her and her staff that she works with, because she works for a home, and so they'll have people that they may have to evacuate. So we definitely need to be praying for Michelle. And the fact that she probably isn't going to have much sleep over the next few days, worried about all of them. So the next thing I wanted to bring in is I'm going to do a mystery box little thing. It's going to be a promotion. It is going to be per order. So from now until the end of the week, and I had it good through Friday, but I'm actually going to add it to Saturday just because I'm not really announcing it until now. So any order that's placed between tonight and Saturday will receive a mystery box. And all mystery boxes are going to be valued according to what you spend. So if you place a $50 order, your box value will be about $35. So I put together a little thing here to show you what would be included in a box valued at $35. So this one has 2 stamp sets. You have a stamp set that's 18, and then you've got a stamp set that's 21, and then some little embellishments. Now that value of $35 may be slightly larger than that. It just depends on what I'm grabbing. Now, there's an additional kicker, and that additional kicker is every single person who gets a mystery box will also get a free embellishment or a free pack of ribbon. And these will be from our current products. So it won't be anything retired, it'll actually be current. So not only will you get the value, then you'll also get an additional free item. And then we've got one here too, like, oops, I turned off my light. If you did a $75 order, you would get $50 worth of products, and these are free products. These products are used. Some of them may not be used at all. Some of them will be used, but they will be lightly used. So it's not like they're, in bad condition or anything. So this one actually contains a bundle called Cottage Wreaths. And then also has a stamp set called Graceful Tiles. This one, you can see, only had 1 stamp in it used. So then again, not only would you get those items for free, but then you'll get a pack of ribbon or an embellishment for free. So the mystery boxes will go $50, $75, $100, $150, and $300. Now, the value of your order has to be before tax and shipping. So if you're using your $5 coupons, make sure that when you look at your total, that once you take off that $5, that it's still totaling that $50, at least at the minimum. Or if you're wanting to do the 75, 100, or 150, or 300, just make sure that you are doing that, because those bonus coupons are not something that I get any kind of value off of. So just make sure that you look at all that. And if you have questions, then just call me, ask me, whatever. I'll be around all week. All right, so that's the mystery boxes. There will be an email that'll go out as well that'll give you all the details too. So make sure that you read that. If you're not on my email list, you can join my email list by the link that's in the description of this video. Okay, then let me put all these over here. I'm gonna put myself into a little small box around here. Okay, so the last thing then that I have to tell you about is the club for August. Last day to register is the 16th, and it is using the Potions and Spells bundle. So it's using this bundle right here. It includes 5 cards, unless I have them upside down. So it's got 5 cards in it. Your club will include pack of ribbon, pack of the embellishments, and then half a pack of the neutrals and half a pack of the Brights Designer Series paper. If you are interested in that, you do have to email me for the link, and I can send that to you. I've got a couple that I have to send out as soon as I get off of here. So you can either put it in the post that you would like for me to send it to you, or email me and I can get it to you. Okay. I think I think that's it. It was a lot today, because it's the first of the month, and you know, that's just always crazy. I feel like I always have a lot to tell at the beginning of the month. Okay, so I'm gonna take a drink of water, and then we're gonna start in with our projects for tonight. Okay, and I'm really excited about our projects. We are going to use the Scenic Pumpkin Patch. I'm going to tell you, Michelle, sorry, we're going to do a little fussy cutting, or in the way Michelle says it, fussy cussing. We are going to do that. I did do most of it though already, so you don't have to watch me do all of it. But this is our first card. So we're going to make 2 cards today, and we're going to make 1 box. And this one uses a couple other products outside of just the pumpkin patch. Let's see if I can get it all out. We're going to do our sentiment from the Charming Duck Pond, which, if you've been around, that's one of my favorite ones from the entire catalog. Oh, I can fussy cut while you meal prep. Okay, are you making me dinner too? Please do. No, actually, Ben is going to be cooking dinner for me tonight, so yay! I like Mondays because he cooks dinner for sure. That is usually what he does on Mondays. Okay. So, when I was thinking about pumpkin patches, all I could really think of is like the mountains and fall and, you know, just all those things. Hello, Linda. And so I decided that I was going to pull out this right here, which is the Grove dies, and I cut out the trees so that it could be a pumpkin patch in the forest, which I know would actually be a little weird, but it's crafting. We can do whatever we want, right? All right, and you can see I've already cut out the majority of them. We're just going to stamp 1 and fussy cut 1. All right, so we're going to fold this one in half. I'm going to find my tools. I'm not sure if I've been live since I've rearranged my craft room, but I've rearranged some things in here. And so now I'm in like a different space, and I can't figure out that space yet. I have to relearn everything. Okay, we're going to take some liquid glue, and we're going to put some liquid glue around our edges here. We also want to make sure that we get it a little bit in these areas so that those areas will stick to our cardstock as well. So we're just putting a little bit down, just dotting it. And I probably shouldn't have started doing the glue yet because I forgot to stamp the pumpkins. So we'll do that. I'm going to get all this on here since I'm already there. And then we'll get the pumpkin stamped. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just hold this up real quick. So we're going to put our pumpkin down. We need to stamp the pumpkin in the background. So we need to put it right about there. All right, so I'm going to put that right there for just a second. We're going to grab our Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to put that there so I can line it up. Which, of course, it moved, so we're going to just stamp it there, and we're going to say, yay! Okay. I need to make sure that I stamped it the right way. Y'all, we need to start over. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to flip it over because I just stamped the pumpkins in the wrong direction. The one thing I'm going to say about this stamp set, let me just say this, and this is what I had to figure out multiple times when playing with it. It is very easy to put the pumpkins upside down, especially this one right here, because your bottom looks like your top. So we're going to come down here. We're just going to stamp it, and we're going to say a quick little prayer that it's in the right spot. All right, so now, and actually, no, actually I did have it right. Look at there, I did have it right. I don't know why it looks upside down compared to those, but it does. Okay, let's just stamp our tops now that I'm all confused and crazy. There we go. All right, now on a blank piece of paper, and actually let's go ahead and stick this on. We're gonna add just a little bit more glue around, but we don't need to add any in between there. We're gonna set this down like that. Okay, there we go. So that's what it's gonna look like. Your pumpkins are gonna be in the background. I'm gonna grab that and let it sit there and dry. We're gonna stamp our large pumpkins. And we're gonna just stamp it right here. Okay, and then we're going to do the early espresso again, and then we've got our tops. There's lots of little pieces to the stamp set, just so you know. That was one thing I had to figure out, was all the little pieces. Okay, we're gonna set all that aside, and let's go ahead and fussy cut out this one. It doesn't take too long, I promise. Not too long. Too long at all. All right. Except for when you're live. And then everything takes longer for me when I'm live. And I'm not necessarily worrying about getting into all the little crevices. And I say that because it's going to be on white in the background, so it's really going to not matter. If you are particular about it, then you can take the time to really cut out that part, but I'm not going to be picky about it. I just want to make sure it gets cut out. All right, and then we're going to turn and turn and turn. And almost there, and done. See, not too terribly bad. All right, now we've got that there. I'm going to bring in the whole thing, and we're going to actually put these pumpkins over here now, just because I did have a lot of space right here. So we're going to take these, we're going to put dimensionals on the back. If I can find some dimensionals, here we go. So we're going to put one here, there, and there. And then we're going to stick it so that you can't see the bottom of the ground, okay? All right, so then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna pop this one up as well. And we just need two, well, actually, let's add a third, just to be on the safe side. Fussy gussy in little pieces. Yeah, I know. I mean, there are actually some really pretty cards out there that don't involve the fussy cutting at all, and really pretty cards that just you know, use the little pieces. So yeah, you could totally do, Michelle, you could totally do it. Totally do it. Okay, we are going to use some little dimensionals, some little baby ones. These are the mini dimensionals because we're going to then attach it over here. We're going to put, actually, we're going to stick that one right there. And then we're going to put that one there. So we just need to do one dimensional. And then we're going to do a little bit. We're going to do a little dot of glue there and a little dot of glue there. Yep. And then we're going to let it attach to both sides. All right, so there we go. Now, the back of that should be pretty dry. So we're going to move that. We're going to take our liquid glue. Since we've popped up the pumpkins, we are going to just put this on our card base flat. And I use the liquid glue just so I can make sure that I've got it even on the card front. All right, so I'm going to press it down, just make sure it's good and adhered. Now let's stamp our sentiment, the "You Make Me Happy." Right there. All right, now we're going to take our ribbon. This is actually my favorite ribbon, and I feel like it goes with fall probably better than any other ribbon that we have. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of seal adhesive right here, just right there. We're going to take our ribbon and we're going to do like a bow, but it's going to be flat. Okay, so now we've got to take our seal and put a little bit more here, and then like that. Okay, then we'll trim off this piece here. Oh, you know what? I need it to be a little longer. Let's make it just a little longer over here. Because we're going to trim off that end, we need to make sure that we trim off that end. So we're going to get the adhesive off real quick. There we go. All right. And then all right, so it's not sticking. All right, so there we go. And then we're going to take that adhesive and make sure we've got it off. Put a little bit more right here and then fold this over. Okay, now we can trim. We're going to trim this at an angle this way, and then this one at the angle that way. Okay, now we have our flat bow, what I call a flat bow. And then we're going to take this and pop this up. So we'll use 3 dimensionals, and because this is now flat, you can actually use your dimensionals to help kind of hold it down too. Yep. All right, so there we go. So last thing we want to do is we want to add our embellishments. And we're going to use some of my favorite ones, and these are the opal rounds. And we're going to use the clear. So we're going to put one here, And there, there, and we're gonna do one more down there. So we're gonna add 5 to the front. And then there you go. So really, other than the fussy cutting, it's a very easy card to make. Very easy card. Because even this die right here, it's not hard to get the little pieces out. They come right out. So it's a very, very easy. I promise, Michelle. It's very easy. Okay, so that's the first card. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I need to grab a cleaner really quick. Because, of course, I need to clean some of our pieces. All right. So our next card, we're going to use that big, the larger pumpkins that we used to do the fussy cutting for. And then I need to find the 3. Okay. Now, the next card is probably my favorite one. And this card, it uses some new products that will be coming out next month for the holiday catalog. Yay! I am so excited about the paper that's in the new catalog. I cannot even explain myself. This is one that goes with a Wintry Treetops stamp set and is gorgeous. It has the wood pieces, but then it has some solid stuff too. And anyway, it's gorgeous. So we're going to use some of it tonight. We are also going to use the coordinating embellishments and ribbon. And now I need to say a little caveat to this. All of you know how much I love and adore my linen thread. Y'all, this is colored linen thread. And I feel like Stampin' Up! Should have linen thread in every single color we offer because it is the best. So I could not resist and hold off any longer. I had to use it tonight. So we are going to use it. Okay, we're also going to do a little technique tonight. And it is going to, sorry, Michelle, be a little bit more fussy cutting. It's real easy though, I promise. Okay. And actually, I've already done one here, but I wanted to show you guys as well. So what you're going to do is, this is masking tape, and you're going to find the side that has the sticky on it, which is going to be, for me, that it is this side. I can tell because I've already done that. But if you need to test it, just pull up a corner, figure out which has the sticky side, and that's the side you're going to stamp on. So we're going to take some pumpkin pie. We're going to ink it up, and then we're going to stamp it. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to close up that pumpkin pie, and we are going to fussy cut it out. I'm going to cut off that end just because it's going to be in the way. I don't really care about the bottom. The bottom is not what I need. I need the top. Now, with the masking, I'm going to tell you, I am going to cut off so that there is no white. The reason for that is, when you are stamping, you don't want there to be a little white border around those areas. So we're just going to fussy cut the top and go around, and ta-da. Okay, so doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be, it just has to be the top. Yes, Kathy, there ought to be linen thread to match. Oh, all the paper. Ooh, yeah. Well, you know, if they have it in every color, then we're just set. It'll match everything. Everything. You know, they could even do some like polka dot ones and things like that, you know, the thinner ones. They totally could. Totally could. Okay, so we're gonna start first by stamping, and I'm gonna grab a piece of grid paper real quick, because I want to stamp the first pumpkin at the bottom, okay? And we don't need the masking for that yet. So we want to get this one to the bottom, or as close to the bottom as possible. Okay, now I'm going to use this one for now. When I put this onto my pumpkins that are stamped onto the cardstock, I'm going to put it right there where there's a little bit of the orange sticking out over the top of the mask. Again, I don't want a white border. I want to make sure it's orange, because it will look really weird stacking pumpkins if there's like a large white gap in between, or even a small white gap in between, okay? All right, so now we are gonna stamp our fence here. This is gonna be stamped in some pecan pie, and we're gonna do like that. And actually, you know what? Since I'm stamping the fence, let me actually move it up. I don't want it to get that at all. Now that I'm thinking that one through, let's make sure we line this one up right. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna stamp the fence, and we want the fence to hang off the bottom, okay? We don't want it to be right there. And we're gonna stamp it like this. Okay, and then we're gonna go and do it again right there, okay? All right, so then we're gonna take off that mask, and ta-da. That we're gonna cover up a little bit. We're gonna take the stems to our pumpkins, and I do recommend stamping your stems as you go, because it's easier to stamp it with the white in the background instead of stamping it once you have all the stack there. And as you can see, the fence blends in with that stem, so you're all set to go. All right, now we're gonna take the other one that we actually fussy cut out. We're gonna take the backing off. I have it off, it just is not separating apart. There we go. All right, now we're gonna stick this here with a little bit of that top orange showing. Ink up our pumpkin, and then we're gonna stamp it. When we stamp it, we're gonna stamp it so that this one is a little further down and all that orange comes together, okay? And I promise it's gonna look right. Okay, now we're gonna stamp the stems, and this is gonna take just a little while, but it'll be worth it for that final card. All right, so now we're gonna move our piece up some, and see, now they're stacked perfectly. So just a little bit of that orange. And then we're gonna stamp it, and we're gonna do this. Okay, and then again, I can't remember how many times I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got 3, so we gotta do 3 more. Okay. And stamp. And here we go. right, and then I think I'm moving a little to the left, so I need to make sure that I don't make them fall. Have the leaning tower of pumpkins. We do want to avoid that part. So let me see if I can straighten it up a little bit by coming back a little bit this way. Okay. All right, and then let's do it one more time and we will be done with our pumpkins. Okay. All right, let's do our top piece. There we go. All right, now we're going to do our sentiment, which is going to say Happy Autumn. And the Happy Autumn is from Choose Happy. It was a stamp set that we used in my class this past weekend, and I will be honest with you, I fell in love with that stamp set with all of the variety of things that it has. So it has apples and it even has a pumpkin and it has a bee and all of that. And so I loved this set, as well as it's got some great little sentiments there. So that's a good set to choose from the catalog. So, all right. So now we've got that. We are going to put our card together now. And I can officially smell dinner. So now I am starving. All right, this is gonna go on here and it's just gonna take up the whole front. So we're gonna use my favorite, liquid glue. Look at the back of this. I love the pine cones in this set. This is a really good. I will be honest, I wasn't sure I would like that set, but I ended up falling in love with it. And we were able to order this early from a demonstrator event that Stampin' Up! Put on for us. And I really didn't think I would like this set, but I do. I do. And it's going to be club next month. So I am super excited about that. All right, we're going to take this and pop it up. If I can find my dimensionals. Oh, here they are. They were hiding. All right. And this one, because the little piece is smaller than normal, I didn't put as many dimensionals on it. All right, so we're gonna center that. And then we're gonna take this beautiful linen thread in colors and we're gonna tie a bow. Right here. And of course, my thumb got the best of me and pulled it away. All right. All right, then we're gonna trim the I'm gonna move it, if I can move it. There we go. All right, let's make it just a touch smaller there and a touch smaller there. Okay, then we're gonna trim off the ends like that. And last but not least, we're gonna add these embellishments, which these are earth tone embellishments. And we're gonna add these right here. Now, good thing is you can color them. I did that. So you can color these two right here because of the color. This is very vanilla, and then I think that is basic beige, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to use the basic beige ones. Okay, there. And come on. Let's go. We're going to put that one there. Do another little one there, there, and then another big one right down here. Okay, so then there is card number 2. And you really can do a lot with this stamp set. If you sit down and really play with it, you can make all kinds of different scenes. There's lots of good ideas out there on the internet for those that have already used this stamp set too. So, all right, so let's go to our third and final project, and this is a 3D box. Okay, so I found these at the Dollar General. I have not tried one, but I made the husband. And he said that they just taste like a peanut butter crunch bar is what they taste like. He said they weren't like out of this world by any means. And we are huge like Reese people, so it doesn't taste like a Reese cup. That he said. Oh yeah, Nancy, the orange and the green together is really good. Yeah, it's a very fall themed, yes. So it doesn't matter whether it tastes good to us or not. I'm sure lots of people like it because obviously wouldn't sell it if they didn't. So we're going to make a box with this or for this. All right. Now, I have cut the papers already, and let me show you the box. Now, great thing about this box is that it has a clear lid. So you can see what treat is down inside, or you can at least see like a sneak peek of it. So I used a window sheet to actually create the top of the box and then early espresso for the bottom. So the measurements and stuff for all of today's projects are on the blog, so you can go on there and do it. This is very easy. You can actually get 3 out of each cardstock. It is 4 by 6. So you are able to do that. And then you're going to score each side at 3/4. And the same goes for the window envelope. So I scored 2 sides already, but let's just make sure they're good and scored. It's a very easy measurements. I didn't even have to write them down today. I remembered them. All right. Now with the window sheet, you're going to have to go over it a good bit, but be careful because you don't want to crack it. You just want to give it a good crease, because you want to make sure that it'll fold, but you don't want it to crack. And you're going to have to hold it down because once you score it, it's going to start popping up. So you're going to have to hold it down as you score. All right, and then one more side, and oh, good, I've been in the screen. All of a sudden I had a thought that I was too far up. All right. Okay, so now we got that. And excuse me for 2 seconds, and let me get a sip of water. All right, so we're going to fold on all 4 sides. On the cardstock, you can use your bone folder, but you don't really have to with the cardstock. You will with the window sheet though. All right, so this is going to be at an angle. That's going to be at an angle. This is going to be straight down. So straight down on that one side of the hump, and then do your flap with angles. Flip over, angle, angle, and down. All right, and then one more. And one more. Okay. All right, so there's that. Then let's go ahead and do our window sheet. All right, so I'm gonna fold, and let me see if I can actually, let's do this. I think that might be easier to see. Nope, that doesn't really. 2 seconds. I want you to be able to see the window sheet. So I think it's much easier to see it like this. So now we're gonna just crease it. As we go along. All right, and then one more. I will tell you, it did take me a few minutes to really kind of play with the window sheet to really get it to kind of figure out how to make it work for me. So, all right. So now I'm going to take and cut our pieces, just like we did with the early espresso. So we're going to go at an angle here, at an angle here, and then straight up on the long flap here. So then straight up, and then add an angle, then add an angle, okay? And then come over here, and we're gonna do this straight up first. Find it easier doing that with the window sheet, going straight up first. All right, and then over here, oops, that was not straight. All right, let me fix this. Let's come in here and do there. Okay, perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna drop those into my little trash bin here because those will be hard to find. And then I'll knock them off, and Maggie will love them. Okay, now we're gonna use some seal. The seal is strong enough to work with this project. So we're gonna go down. And yes, you can see the glue there, but honestly, nobody's gonna care about that. And I thought it wasn't too showy comparative to the rest of the box. So you can definitely change it if you want. You can find a liquid glue, or I still think everything will show through it, but you could put some cardstock over it if you don't want it to be seen at all. Okay. But for whatever reason, it actually did not bother me. Normally things like that would, but it did not. Not on this box. All right, so, and I'm just lining up the end to end. And if there's any adhesive over on the flap, I'm just folding it back on itself. All right, there we go. And ta-da. Okay, now, then we've got this, and so we're gonna do the same thing. You actually don't have to put that much adhesive on this, but all right. Then we'll throw this box together. And one more flap. Ta-da. All right, so then that's gonna just sit right down in there like that. This will go right over top. And you do kind of have to squeeze the ends in just a little bit. But then it fits very securely right onto it. And ta-da! So there is our box. You know, Maggie is doing fine. She is fully recovered. Unfortunately, the wart is still there, but it is going down slowly. And, you know, she's just still having her allergy issues, but nothing out of the ordinary anymore. So thankful for that. We do truly have an amazing vet. The vet we changed to, I guess, about 2 months ago, she really does listen to us and Maggie's needs. So we are very, very thankful for that, for sure. Okay, so now we are going to do some stamping for our pumpkins. We are going to grab this one and this one. This one we're going to clean because we want to make sure that we don't get ink contamination. All right, so we are going to stamp. And it's going to be about halfway up, like that. And then we're going to take the 3 that we were doing earlier, and we're going to do that one right about like that. Okay. Then we will grab our early espresso, and we will grab, I have to find all the pieces again. Hold on, I might have put that one. Oh, nope, here it is. Okay. So then we're going to take and ink it up. And I do have it the right way. Ta-da. And then we're going to do this one. I need to clean this one though first. And Deb, thank you for asking. I tell you what, she is a special dog for sure. She is a real special dog. We would not have it any other way though. That girl is our world. And yesterday she was very confused as to why her dad was in here with us. Very confused. All right, so now we've got all that stamped. Let's actually go ahead and stamp our sentiment. So I have a little scrap of Very Vanilla. We are going to grab our sentiment, and we're going to stamp it in that early espresso. We're going to make it all match that bottom cardstock. And this is literally like a little tiny piece because that is such a skinny sentiment. All right. Now we're going to start putting everything together. We're going to take this, we're going to grab our ribbon. And then we're going to wrap it around. We're going to tie a big bow. Very big bow. Because it's a 3D project, you really want it to stand out. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to trim this edge off. Like that. And I'm going to pull in our linen thread there. Okay, so now that we've got that, we're going to take some dimensionals. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Yeah, you know, I played with this one quite a bit. I really did. We're going to put 2 dimensionals, and then we're going to stamp or put 1 dimensional where it's on that ribbon, because we want to make sure that that ribbon stays on. And then we're going to do that there and then that there. Okay. We'll take off those backs now. And then we're going to attach this right here. Okay. Now we're going to put together our wagon. So we've got that right there. we are going to put mini dimensionals on the back of this. And we're gonna put one there, there, there. We're just gonna put 6 on it, 3 on each side. All right, let's throw that one away. Sometimes it gets where I push down on it and it separates it, and I don't want it to do that because I don't want it to show the dimensional through those little lines. There we go. All right, so then this is gonna pop right up on the bottom part of the cart. Like this. And I just leave a little bit of room at the top of it and then just lay it down. Okay, now we're gonna put our wheels on. So I went ahead and cut those out. And I did put adhesive sheets on the back only because I had black cardstock that already had it on there. I ran out of adhesive sheets this past weekend. Never thought that would happen, but I did. All right, and then we're just laying it right there in the center. And then right there in the center. All right, then we're gonna flip this over. We're gonna put some seal right there and right there. We're gonna take the seal that's sticking over and just fold it back on itself. And then stick our wheel right there. And stick our other one right there. All right. Okay, now that has the adhesive sheet on it too, so we can just peel that off. And then we're gonna take and put that adhesive there. Then we're gonna line this up right here so that you can see those pumpkins a little bit over the outside. Then we've got our handle. So we're gonna slide that in there. We're actually gonna trim off just a little bit of it. We're gonna put a glue dot on the back. Wish now I had the pumpkins. You know what, Kathy? I can't remember if this is one of the team giveaways next week. So I don't know, you could win. I think it is. Or did I give away last time? I can't remember. All right, so this is just gonna sneak right on in. And of course it's not gonna sneak in because, all right, let's cut this down a little bit more. I'm not sure. I think I got the dimensional over a little too far. All right, let's do that again. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It gave me a weird message. So, okay, so here I am. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, then we're gonna take the linen thread. And thank you for Renee for letting me know that I was frozen. You probably posted that and then I didn't see it for a few moments. So we're just gonna take a piece of linen thread. And it's probably the wind and the all that. You know, when you live in the country, things like that happen all the time. It takes you down real quick when you have wind in the country. All right, so then we're just gonna take this and we're gonna sneak it up underneath that sentiment there. And then, ta-da, we are done with the last project. So, yay! All right, so you can start getting ready for your winter time. Not your winter, your fall time, which is my favorite time of the year. So we'll probably have maybe another Monday live with some fun fall projects. All right, so there we go. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. Don't forget, you can get these as a make and take when you spend in the store. With saying that, you can double dip a little bit with the mystery box. If you do the mystery box, you can get the make and take. As long as you use that host code, you can get the make and take for free as well. So you'll get the make and take, you'll get the mystery box full of product, and then you will also get that little free extra gift in your mystery box as well. So, and you can check out all the measurements on my website or blog, which is linked in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.